Court is investigating 2 juvenile court judges. They're accused of releasing juvenile suspects on ankle monitors, suspects who went on to commit more crimes. WGNO's Ashley Hamilton is at the Supreme Court building in the French Quarter. Ashley.
That's right, Susie. Those I spoke to say that for years there have been problems with how juvenile court is run. They say with this investigation, they hope there's real reform to the system. The Louisiana Supreme Court has ordered a second investigation into 2 Orleans Parish juvenile judges, Candace Bates Anderson and Renard Darensburg. It comes after 2 people, tourist Jacob Carter and local tour guide Christy Thibodeau, were killed in separate shootings in 2024. Both shooters were teenagers who were wearing ankle monitors at the time of the murders.
It's an indication that the Supreme Court was presented information that, at least to the Supreme Court, warranted an investigation.
This comes months after the Louisiana Judiciary Commission closed out complaints made by Carter's family against the judges. According to Metropolitan Crime Commission President Raphael Goyeneche, the wording of the Supreme Court suggests that the Judiciary Commission did not investigate thoroughly. Records showed the teen who killed Carter was a repeat offender.
The monitor provided indications or verification that the offender had violated some of the conditions of his release. The judge had been informed of the violations and took no action.
If the investigation shows the judges were in the wrong, sanctions can be imposed, anywhere from reprimand to removal. Matt Dennis with ASAP says juveniles released on ankle monitors should be under the same offender management system as adults.
This is what law enforcement uses. This is what DAs use. With this software, you can determine if the provider's doing their job, determine if the judge is doing their job.
Carter's case was recently brought up by State Senator Jay Morris, who wants voters to decide if legislators can remove a state judge for malfeasance, gross misconduct, or incompetence. But Goyeneche says the Senate already has the power to impeach a judge. He believes it would be better if a panel identifies judicial candidates from which the governor picks and appoints a judge.
After they are appointed, the public gets a retention election every election cycle. So the public gets to vote up or down. If they don't like what the judge is doing, then they can vote them out of office.
Now, we did reach out to both judges for comment, but have not heard back. Goyeneche tells me it could be months before we find out the findings of this investigation. Susie?
Okay, thank you, Ashley.